Good day, St. Martin. I'm Yesenia Lazaro.
And I'm Austin Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St. Martin News Desk, where we bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
It's the middle of the week. This is the time that we dive in to our top head.
The National Alcamena Polizzi Bond, known as NAPB, is voicing concerns over delays in issuing national decrees to justice chain workers. NAPB President Marcus Pantoflet reports that some members have received decrees while others are still waiting, causing disconnect within the union. Following a meeting with the Honorable Minister of Justice Lyndon Lewis on October 23rd, Pantoflet shared that the minister suspects sabotage is behind the delays. Pantoflet emphasizes that the inconsistency is affecting motivation and adds St. Martin cannot afford to have demotivated workers in the field. He and his board plan to visit the departments within the Ministry of Justice to address these concerns directly with
A motion urging the Minister of Justice to adopt a comprehensive crime prevention policy, approved on October 29th. The motion calls for a legally compliant crime prevention policy plan to be included in the 2025 budget and mandates specific funding for key areas like prevention programs, law enforcement, community-based interventions, and victim support. MP Roseberg emphasized the need for a strategic approach, noting that the motion ensures the government addresses rising crime with preventative measures. MP Irian added that effective resource allocation will help create a safer St. Martin for residents and visitors alike. The motion requires adherence to Article 5 of the Crime Prevention Funds Ordinance with annual updates to Parliament on policy progress.
In the several meetings that we had, also including the budget debate we have been having in the past few weeks, I have been asking several questions in regards to the crime fund. This because the crime fund is a way, seeing the rising crime that we are currently facing, that it can be addressed through this crime fund. Based on the big mystery in regards to the crime fund and its policy plan, the questions received by the Ministry of Justice in regards to this crime fund, and the fact that in the past years there has not been set policy plans in stone, I came to the conclusion that it's needed that this policy plan will be in place based on the law. Seeing that my colleague MP Irian was also looking into this matter, instead of providing two separate draft motions, we have decided to come with one motion, and I would like to bring this to the floor of Parliament. I would like to go over to reading the motion, Madam Chair. The Parliament of St. Martin, in its meeting of today, the 29th of October, 2024, considering that St. Martin faces ongoing challenges with crime that negatively impacts public safety, economic stability, and the overall quality of life for its residents, and the recent escalation in crime rates, St. Martin requires a strategic and evidence-based approach to utilize the crime fund effectively as established by law. That Article 5 of the Regulation on Crime Prevention Funds Ordinance, also known as Landsverordening houdende instelling van een criminaliteitsbestrijdingfonds, states that St. Martin must develop a yearly crime prevention policy plan to ensure systematic and sustainable crime reduction efforts, and that this policy plan should be submitted yearly when submitting the budget by the Minister of Justice. This crime fund policy plan has not yet been finalized and submitted yearly with the budget in the past years, as obligated by law. That operating the crime fund with absence of such policy plan is in violation of the Crime Prevention Funds Ordinance, Landsverordening houdende instelling van criminaliteitsbestrijdingfonds, and it limits the government's ability to effectively address crime and undermines the strategic allocation of resources as requested by law. That Parliament has made several formal inquiries in addition to findings from several reports from the Audit Chamber in connection to the status and timeline of the policy plan's development, emphasizing the urgency to complete this policy so that such can be included in the 2025 budget submission. Resolves to urge the Minister of Justice to fulfill and comply with the requirements of Article 5 of the Regulation on Crime Prevention Funds, Landsverordening houdende instelling van Criminaliteitsbestrijding by undertaking the following actions. Develop and finalize a legally compliant crime prevention policy plan to be included in the 2025 budget submission, outlining clear crime reduction objectives, funding needs, and implementation strategies as required by law. Develop a comprehensive financial framework that details anticipated expensive funding sources and long-term financial commitments, ensuring alignment with the 2025 budget and the Crime Fund Policy Plan. To call on the Minister of Justice to implement a structured crime fund policy framework grounded in best practices, ensuring crime funds are allocated to high-impact areas that address both immediate crime occurrences and long-term community resilience. To urge the Minister of Justice to consider incorporating the following funding allocations into the crime fund policy for inclusion in the 2025 budget submission. A. Evidence-based prevention programs. B. Law enforcement and crime solving. C. Community-based violence intervention. D. Victim support and trauma services. E. Reintegration and rehabilitation programs. F. Data collection and analysis. And G. Innovation and pilot programs. Point 4. To ensure that the Minister of Justice will provide Parliament with progress reports every 6 months on the crime prevention policy plan development, including key milestones, budget consideration, and adhere to the legal requirements specified in the Crime Prevention Funds Ordinance. Landsverordening houdende instelling van Criminaliteitsbestrijding Fonds. And goes over to the order of the day. This motion, I didn't mention it in the beginning, I think, but it has been supported by the different members, being myself, MP Brug, MP Irion, MP De Wever, MP Mercelina, MP Meijers, MP Gams, MP Kotay, MP Grishaile Marter, MP Otley, MP La Cruz, MP York, and MP Doran.
On October 21st, the Department of Community Development, Family and Humanitarian Affairs, CDFHA, hosted a focus group with local legal professionals to discuss a new initiative aimed at providing legal support services to those in need across the Martin communities. Initiated by MP Shamira Roseberg and endorsed by VSA Minister, the Honorable Veronica Jansen-Webster, the project aims to improve access to legal assistance by reducing barriers to engaging with legal professionals. The service's launch, initially set for September 2024, was postponed to address concerns raised by the legal community. The focus group reviewed the implementation plan and exchanged ideas, highlighting ways legal professionals could offer efficient public services. An outreach campaign will soon be launched to attract more legal experts for the program. CDFHA is committed to ensuring high-quality legal support for St. Martin's residents.
Starting November 1st, 2024, the Honorable Minister of Finance, Marinka Gums, will hold weekly Finance Friday sessions where residents can meet directly with her to discuss financial concerns. Every Friday from 9 a.m. to 12 noon, Minister Gums will welcome walk-ins at her office for these consultations, aiming to improve transparency and accountability in government. Minister Gums stated, accountability means hearing directly from the people. While I may not solve every issue, I hope to offer guidance and also to be available for solutions.
Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV15.
Thank you, TV15. Make sure to tune in
Make sure to tune in to the Late Night.
and Sit, Sip, and Chat.
Late Night.
Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on TV15 and across other social media platforms.
I'm Jasenia Lassiter wishing you a wonderful week.
Stay friendly, St. Martin.
We exposed 5 strangers to different KFC menus to see if the flavor can enhance any moment. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends, with sunshine, with rain. It's confirmed any moment can be a KFC moment.
The Honorable Minister of Tourism, Grisha Heiliger Martin, has endorsed an economic impact assessment of the recent Florida Caribbean Cruise Association, known as FCCA, conference to be conducted by Port St. Martin Group, PSG, and St. Martin Tourist Bureau, STB. The assessment will evaluate the conference's impact on the local economy, particularly small businesses, using data collected by PSG and STB to inform the Department of Statistics and the Minister's Cabinet. Minister Heiliger Martin emphasized that decisions should be data-driven, noting that the FCCA conference was a major opportunity to showcase St. Martin's culture to the global audience. The assessment will focus on local businesses such as accommodations, dining, and tours to measure the economic boost from visitor activities. The insights will guide further development to strengthen St. Martin's economy and tourism.
The first National Youth Biz Expo, happening on November 24th, will give young innovators in St. Martin an exciting opportunity to showcase their business ideas. Open to youth ages 12 to 18. The event will be held at Princess Juliana International Airport from 5 to 8 p.m. and is part of St. Martin Financial Literacy Month and Global Entrepreneurship Week. Organized in partnership with the Ministry of Finance and led by Islandpreneur founder Dr. Ife Badajo, the expo aims to attract 40 young entrepreneurs and up to 200 attendees. Highlights include interactive workshops, networking sessions, and cash prizes ranging from 500 guilders to 5,000 guilders. Registration is free, and interested young entrepreneurs can sign up at www.nyp.sx. Families, schools, and business leaders are encouraged to support youth talent, and companies interested in mentoring participants can contact hello@islandpreneur.co.
Force of St. Martin has issued traffic and safety guidelines for St. Martin's Day celebration on Sunday, November 10th, 2024. Festivities will start with the Juve Jump Up at 12 a.m., beginning at the Festival Village and proceeding through Swaliga Road, Arch Road, AT Illich Road, Bush Road, LB Scott Road, and ending at the Jose Lake Ballpark by 4 a.m. Following this, a breakfast fest will be held at the Emilio Wilson Estate from 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. And the cultural parade will begin at 2 p.m. from Jose Lake Ballpark and ending at the Festival Village. Road closures along event routes will be in place. Motorists are advised to plan alternated routes, exercise caution, and follow traffic officers' directions. Those heading to Princess Juliana International Airport or the AC Wati Cruise facility should allow extra travel time. Residents leaving home are urged to secure their properties, lock doors and windows, and park their vehicles in designated areas to avoid blocking traffic.
Here it's Missy with Sunshine Report straight out of Sunshine City, St. Martin. Bringing you the Martin sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us. Here is your weather update for Wednesday, October 30th. Expect partly cloudy skies with a possibility of isolated showers. High of 32 and 27. Sun sets today at 5:41 p.m. Winds are expected to stay light while the seas will remain slight to moderate. The Met Department of St. Martin is keeping a sharp eye on the Atlantic, ready to update you with the latest. Follow News Desk on Facebook for your daily Sunshine Report. So as you enjoy the rest of your week, stay safe and stay Sunshine City.
Now here's that closer look to kind of zoom down. Here's Trinidad, ABC Islands, St. Lucia, Grenada, St. Vincent, the Grenadines, not as much, but still seeing that rain. Panama, Costa Rica, keep me posted. Nicaragua, scattered areas of rain back through Honduras, Belize, Mexico, Guatemala, and El Salvador. There's that surge of rain right in through here, spreading through the northern Caribbean and northeastern Caribbean as we work our way toward the end of the week. This here is by Friday, so you see what I was talking about, that rain chance picking up over toward Anguilla, Antigua, Barbuda. We're going to St. Kitts and Nevis. The rain chance is going to eventually pick up later this week and into the weekend. So if this area gets a name, the next name on the list is Patty.
Hi, Mom. How are you? But Mom, you finished all your minutes yet?
No, girl. Talem has new postpaid plans and automatically upgraded my postpaid package.
Is that so?
Guess what? I am getting more minutes and almost double the amount of data for the same price.
I guess I'm making a switch now.
Let me call you back, Mom.
Hey Tash, you hear about Telem new postpaid plans?
Martin Youth Parliament has announced the annual Interscholastic Debate Finals set for Saturday, November 2nd at the University of St. Martin, starting at 6:30 p.m. In the preliminary round held on October 26, St. Dominic High School defeated Learning Unlimited with a 568 to 514 score, debating the topic, investing in renewable energy is beneficial for St. Martin. St. Dominic's Adio Williams received special recognition as Best Speaker. The final match will feature St. Dominic against defending champions Milton Peters College on the topic, relaxed hair grooming rules are a distraction to learning. Community members are invited to support the young debaters at the University of St. Martin with a $2 entrance fee. This event promises an engaging showcase of persuasive argumentation and critical thinking skills.
Visit Martin's Science Fair Foundation, SMSFF, is thrilled to announce its 30th anniversary science fair scheduled from the 31st of March to April 5th, 2025. To mark this milestone, SMSFF will introduce new science categories and expanded activities. The fair will feature STEAM projects from students aged 12 to 18, along with workshops, demonstrations, and science career field trips. Dr. Erlinda Carter, SMSFF President, expressed enthusiasm for the event, noting the fair's growth as a tribute to 30 years of dedication to youth science education. More schools are expected to join the already registered participants. Windward Roads BV has made a commendable contribution by donating $250 to 12 students from the Milton Peters College MPC for their upcoming exchange trip to the Netherlands and Germany. The students, accompanied by 3 teachers, will embark on their journey on November 24th. The SFOBA schools expressed their gratitude to Windward Roads for their generous support. During the trip, they will visit the Anne Frank Rail School in Germany, where they will practice Dutch as a foreign language, explore waste management, and forge friendship with German students and their families.
Motorworld has successfully supported 4 schools this year as part of its annual Adopt a School program, launched in 2021. This initiative allows Motorworld to allocate up to $1,000 to each adopted school annually to address specific needs identified by school management. In 2024, 5 requests were received from various primary and high schools focusing on upgrading facilities and improving hygiene and classroom equipment. Projects included supplying printers, enhancing gardens, constructing a media lab, implementing an animal-friendly pigeon nesting prevention plan, and repairing roofs. Tariq Amjad, Managing Director of Motorworld Group of Companies, stated, "Investing in our schools helps to build a foundation for our students to develop knowledge and opportunities. It's our pleasure to assist them in creating an inspiring learning atmosphere." This year, funding was allocated to the Seventh-day Adventist School, 721's Kids Foundation, Milton Peters College, and Mac John A. Gumbs Campus. Motorworld encourages educational institutions to prepare for next year's program, which will begin in the second quarter of 2025.
That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on TV15 across our social media platforms and all Alexa devices globally. I'm Alston Lawrence.
And I'm Yesenia Lázaro, wishing you a wonderful week. See you next time.
Stay friendly, St. Martin.